The age when you should feel more confident is the age that many men feel their worst. That's not an opinion, it's what researchers have found. Men in midlife often have more experience, more income, more status, more responsibility, yet many report less joy, more worry, more sadness, more anger. And that's strange because this is supposed to be the stage of life where you've figured it all out. I'm a best-selling author and a researcher, and I'm going to give you my full takeaway on the research later on. So what's going on? It turns out there are two pieces to this puzzle. The first comes from a large study of adults between 40 and 55. And they found something very surprising. Middle-aged adults reported lower life satisfaction, lower joy, higher worry, higher sadness, higher anger. They also reported lower satisfaction with their own health, lower satisfaction with their relationships, less social support, more job demands, more job insecurity. In other words, the very years when life becomes most demanding are the years when well-being begins to decline. But that's only half the story. The second study looked at men's mental health. Not one study, 47 studies. And they kept finding the same pattern. Men are often taught that strength equals self-reliance, that confidence means control, that vulnerability is weakness, that asking for help is failure. You may have heard these messages your entire life. Boys don't cry, toughen up, handle it yourself. The problem, the research suggests the beliefs can become barriers. Men who strongly adhere to traditional masculine values are less likely to seek mental health support. They're more likely to suppress emotions, most likely to suffer in silence. They're more likely to struggle alone, and sometimes the consequences are serious. One study cited in the review found that there's an increased likelihood of suicide with men who strongly identified with emotional suppression and stoicism. So when you put these two studies together, a different picture appears. Midlife isn't necessarily the problem. The way you respond to midlife might be. Think about what happens during these years. Careers peak, responsibilities multiply, children grow, health changes, expectations rise, and many men respond the same way. Work harder, say less, carry more. But the research points somewhere else. The strongest links to well-being weren't prestige, they weren't titles, they weren't status, they were relationships, social support, satisfaction with health. That's what kept showing up again and again. Which means confidence may not be what you think it is. Maybe confidence isn't carrying everything yourself. Maybe confidence is knowing when not to carry it. So what are the practical solutions for middle-aged men? Prioritize your health, exercise consistently, monitor energy levels, and address your health concerns really early. The earlier you can do all of this, the better. The more consistent you can become in the exercise, the better. You don't have to do huge marathons. You don't have to be a triathlon winner or anything like that. But if you monitor your energy while you're doing all of this, it's going to prioritize your health automatically. Strengthen your relationships. By spending quality time with your family, it's huge. Think about the last time you sat down with all of your family members for a meal, sat around a table, undisturbed by screens, being in the moment. Try to do that. Reconnect with your old friends. They were friends once upon a time. You might be the same person. You might be pushing harder, stronger, but the research is saying don't do that. So reconnect with your friends. Find that sense of fun. Try to invest in meaningful conversation. That could be with friends. It could be with family. It could be around the table. It could be on the phone. It can also be with a stranger. Somebody that calls to the house. A delivery man. Everything bought online. So why not connect with new people in that way? Build social support. Join groups or communities. There may be a hobby that you never thought you would do. If you have a little bit more time, or make that time, even 1 hour a week, you can join a group around that, and you're getting your hobby, your fulfillment with your well-being that way, and also meeting new people. Ask for support when needed. I'm not saying going into that group and asking for support if you're talking about doing stamps collecting and then suddenly you're looking for support in your emotions. I'm not saying that, but you're investing into people in the future by getting into that group, and you're making the link through stamps. So the initial hobby in the first place, and those people will be invested in you in the future, and you'll have friendship where you can indeed have that support in the future when needed. Stay connected regularly. Again, 1 hour a week. Look at, say, 1 hour a day. If you can make that free to connect with people, that's 5 to 7 groups a week. That's a lot of different people that you can connect with. Try to challenge your emotional suppression. Hands up. I've got to have some of it if I'm in the research. So therefore, you have to have some of it too. Talk openly with trusted people. I am asking you to comment and I'll get back to you. You can comment and we can get back more personally if you wish as well. Share your concerns early. The earlier you become aware of this, the earlier you can actually solve the problem. And normalize your vulnerability. By doing that, people will begin to look into you, they'll feel more confident that they can say things to you, and they'll be able to express themselves and help you. At the end of the day, you want the help, and that is the bottom line goal here. Now, if you're enjoying this video, please like it, comment good or bad, we can have a conversation two-way, and if you subscribe, I'll produce more and will help you in that way too. Try to reduce your job strain. You can do this by delegating within your work. If you find that there's things that others can do and admit to it within yourself, you don't even have to admit to them. If you want them to do the work though, you can certainly compliment them and admit it to them. And that will help you in the longer term too. Protect your recovery time. Time and energy are huge. You want to protect them by making sure and seeing in the future how much of an extension is going to be made of yourself and how much energy is going to take out of you. You need to protect that and see it in the future. Remember, if you're like 90 years of age and you're looking back in life, certainly 101 things or 1,001 things and even more that ways you want to protect your recovery time going forward, because you run out of time at that stage. So why not see it now? Try to improve your health satisfaction by focusing on progress and looking at little small wins, giving yourself a little clap on the back. You're giving yourself that awareness in the future so that you can further get that satisfaction. And try to celebrate when you have those small improvements, because it will come. If you're stopping and pausing a little bit right now in your mind and you're thinking of all the different parts in your life, therefore you deserve to celebrate that in the future. So why not give yourself that little clap on the back when you need it? All of this, of course, needs to be sustainable. So making sure that you can really go to the club, go to the group, whatever, once a week, or do things in your routine that's going to help you going forward. You don't want to just watch this video and not use what the research is saying. This research is priceless, go and do it. Try to increase your sense of control, what you feel you can actually help yourself with. That is the only thing you can go into the future with. Yes, the future will change the control or your perceived control, but if you can get the sense of control now, at least you're feeling better in the present. We can only look after the present moment. We do not know what's happening except for what the research tells us that will help us in the future. Create consistent routines that allows you to be more sustainable as well. By having routines, they create habits, habits create behaviors, behaviors become your eventual identity, that you will then eventually look back on the past and go, I was like that, how foolish I was. Try to seek professional support if needs be. That is such an investment. Yes, it costs money. Yes, it's time. You don't have to tell everybody about it. There's professionals out there. Why not use their expertise? They've used much money and all their energy and all their time, years, to become the experts. So if you use counseling proactively, touch base here and there, or go a little bit deeper into it for a few sessions now and then where pressure comes, or an anniversary or something really pressurable. Try to learn stress management skills, because if you use these, it will help you facilitate yourself going forward in the future. And treat mental fitness like physical fitness. If you're going to the gym and you're doing all these great things in your body, great, but there's no point if you go home and suddenly you're crying your eyes out about somebody, some loss you have. Try to expand your life beyond work, because work is owned by somebody else. You need to own your time outside of it. Develop hobbies. If you don't have them now, get them. Go back to the old ones, whatever it is, because that is what perhaps lit the spark within you to feel good enough to get this job in the first place that you thought was so great that you put all your time into it. Now you're putting too much time into it. It's affecting your well-being. It's a circuit. So you need to get back to the start perhaps. Learn the skills if needs be. You're not old, you're middle-aged, so what? Try to pursue meaningful interests. There might be something in the back of your mind. There is no excuse right now to do this. There's people and clubs and things online everywhere that you connect with people and learn things quickly. Contribute to others is going to give you back a lot more than you put in, I promise you. Mentor younger people. Those younger people will grow older and they will have a sense of appreciation for you, and that's investment into the people and friendships that you never knew you had, but then they become a mature adult like you, and suddenly you're all in the one thing together, and they owe you, and they will. Volunteer when possible. Again, you're giving your time to others. It only takes one person from that, and there will always be one that will help you out in the future. My own takeaway is that confidence is not the absence of struggle. Confidence is not carrying every burden alone. Confidence grows when you protect your health and when you strengthen your relationships and stay connected with those around you.
Thanks for watching. Please like this video. If you subscribe, comment to say that you have, and we'll look after you.